Welcome to Chennai Press News Channel. HCL Foundation, which drives the corporate social responsibility agenda of global technology company HCL Tech in India, today announced the commencement of the 7th edition of the Sports for Change National Finals 2025, held at Sri Siva Subramania Nadar College, Chennai. The event was graced by Padma Shri Achanta Sharath Kamal, former Indian table tennis player and Vice Chairperson of the Indian Olympic Association, IOA, Athletes Commission. This year's edition of the Sports for Change competition brought together 12,256 young athletes from across India, selected through a rigorous process involving training camps and multi-tier qualifiers at the district, state, and zonal levels. The event culminated in the participation of 758 top-performing children from 14 states,
at our 7th edition of Sports for Change. The name of the event is Sports for Change, and this is the national finals for 2025. I'm so pleased to tell you that we have players, almost 750 players here who have lined up to play the tournaments. In fact, the tournament has kicked off already, and we're going to have the formal opening ceremony starting at 4:30, and we welcome all of you to join. We'll be joined by Mr. Achanta Sharath Kamal, who is a Padma Shri, Khel Ratna and Arjuna awardee, who is the Vice Chairperson of the Indian Olympic Association Athletes Commission. You must know him already. We'll also be joined by Mr. Samay Singh Meena, who is IPS Officer, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Traffic, Tambaram. Plus, we will have Pro Chancellor of the Shiv Nadar University here, Ms. Kala, Dr. Kala, Pro Chancellor, SNU and President, SSN institutions. We'll also be joined by my own colleague, Mr. Ravi, who's practice head DFS. Plus, I'm very happy to tell you that we will be joined by our own player, Mr. Ayush Verma, who has represented India at the international levels. He's a para-athlete. It's such a pleasure to be here representing HCL Foundation. I look after HCL Foundation in the capacity of Senior Vice President, Global CSR, as well as Director for HCL Foundation. We started this entire initiative way back in 2016, almost 9 years. Until date, we have been able to invest almost 80 crores in the entire initiative, which is a cumulative amount that I've been saying. 64,311 athletes, including 169 para-athletes, have been reached through talent scouting in school. Regular trainings have been done with them, special camps, community outreach and competitive platforms. I really want to tell you that this is grassroots sports, this is community sports. We go to remote rural areas, we work in the slums. All our players come from below poverty line segment. So therefore we call it grassroots sports. We go out, first of all, creating interest in them for national sports. Then we practice with them all through. And the talented one, of course, keep coming up through our regional, as district level, regional and the national qualifiers. I'm also very happy to tell you that female athletes constitute 50.7% of our 64,311 athletes, and we make special commitment to get girls into sports. 145 grassroots and elite coaches have been deployed by HCL Foundation, which ensure that there is direct training happening at the field level for our players. We also give special scholarships, which is over and above our CSR fund. There are 192 scholarships which have been provided, where players can also travel internationally and represent India. This is coming from our fund, which employees of HCL Tech, of which we represent the CSR, they give ₹1, ₹3, ₹5, ₹10 per day from their payroll collections, of which we make unlimited scholarships for our players. They can represent and they can travel internationally, including para, for whom we also provide additional support. 149 admissions have been enabled in schools and colleges through sports. So we don't look at sports just as a means of getting national and international medals, but also as a livelihood where they can join as coaches. They also get into different quotas of jobs. Presently, we have 13 NGOs who are partnering with us under SFC initiative, and we have the project going on in 11 locations across the country offering access to professional coaching and facilities. I just want to give you a few more achievements that since its inception, 5,000 plus athletes have represented uh, which have represented federation recognized district level competitions, which is outside of Excel Foundation organized competitions. More than 1,600 athletes have represented at state level competitions. 369 have represented national level competition. 18 athletes have represented at international level competitions. And some of our key players, which also include players from Chennai, include Divya and Akansha, who represented India in rugby under 17 last year. They are in national camp for the under 20 rugby team now. We have Kanishri, our para athlete, won Asian Games silver medal in chess. Anita, our kabaddi player, played for Tamil Nadu in the nationals. Of course, we have Arjuna awardees from SFC as well. You must have heard Jerlin's name in past. I think she came and met you. In wheelchair basketball, we have 131 wheelchairs which will be provided to 5 state federations as a part of this event. We also have blind football being supported under this initiative to the Blind Football Association, which we work with. We are also working with Karnataka State Disability Commissioner. We are working with Para-Olympic Committee in India. I just want to highlight few achievements of our para sports players. 169 para athletes, as I told you, of which 10 athletes supported for the classification at international level. 16 athletes represented India at international competitions. Preeti Pal secured bronze medal in 100 meter and 200 meter at Paris Paralympic 2024 and received Arjuna Award by Honorable President of India. Jerlin, I just took her name. She clinched 3 gold medals at Deaf Olympics in 2021 and received Arjuna Award. Kanishri secured silver medal in chess. Rajkumari secured bronze medal at Para Asian Games in 2023 Beijing, China in powerlifting. So these are few of our examples. I just want to also make it very clear that we have a very strong child protection policy where we ensure that all our coaches, all our staff are trained on all kinds of code of conduct so that the children have safe spaces to come and practice. I also want to mention a couple of important MOUs that we have signed. We have signed 3 with Tamil Nadu Police Commissionerate under our banner of Police Children's Boys Club, Boys and Girls Club, where 1100 athletes are getting benefited, and these are children coming from slums of Chennai mainly. Then we have signed up with Department of Employment and Training, where 11 aside football grounds were created. We pay a lot of emphasis on sports infrastructure across the schools, across the states, be it Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, regions of Northeast, Maharashtra. We have worked extensively on infrastructure creation. The dream is that at least all children have minimum one Olympic sport that they can practice. We've also introduced archery in our sports regime from last year, which is also doing very well. And I just want to give you a few highlights for this particular event. As you can see, it's almost open now, and with the formal inauguration ceremony, it would be declared fully open. We have 12,256 players who competed across, and this tournament was held in 45 districts in 14 states. So the team actually traveled the entire country. We set up a similar kind of competition where they came, they played, and top 758 players are here, which are representing 14 states. I just want to mention the states: Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Nagaland, Sikkim, Assam, West Bengal, Andhra, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala, who are all here living very safely on the campus. Many of them have seen such facilities also, of such a big university, which also increases their aspiration levels for them to come to such universities and study. And 30 top athletes will be provided who play very well here Power of One Sports Scholarship, which would be an addition to our ongoing scholarship pool, to whom we will support as long as they want to play. And I also want to thank at this stage the larger HCL group, because if you look at this campus, this is under the banner of Shiv Nada University, SSN College. They also open their premises completely free of cost, so that's over and above the ongoing CSR that we do. I also want to thank our NGO partners, our fleet of coaches, our entire team. If you look at the kits, each kit has specialized equipment for that particular sport. Each child is being taken care of fully in terms of their entire travel, coming here, their meals. And it is not a one-off event that we do. We work with them throughout their career in terms of their nutrition, in terms of their psychosocial counseling, in terms of also their education, which most of them reach higher education goals with us. I wish all the players the best for the competition now, and may the best teams win. Thank you so much.